Off the Map: The Journey of Lewis and Clark and the Corps of Discovery. Once President Thomas Jefferson got over his strict constructionist beliefs and his fear of putting the United States into an enormous amount of debt, and bought the Louisiana Territory from Napoleon and France, he had to figure out what was in the new land that belonged to his country. He sent Meriwether Lewis and William Clark as leaders of the Corps of Discovery out into the unknown. The fact was, however, plans had long been in the works for just such a journey. There is evidence that Jefferson had wanted to send an expedition out to the Pacific Northwest as early as the 1790s. The goal of any such journey was to find the all-water route to the Pacific Ocean and Asia that had eluded explorers from the voyages of Christopher Columbus. On May 21, 1804, the Corps of Discovery left St. Charles, Missouri, and headed up the Missouri River. They would be among the first whites to see the animals of the Great Plains, including elk, deer, bison, and beavers, before widespread American settlement in the area. Their biggest struggle would be what happened when they approached the Rocky Mountains, as there was no map to tell them which way was the right way from there to the end of their journey. When they left the Mandan tribe in the spring of 1805, they had very little idea what came next. They were guided on their way by a French fur trapper, Toussaint Charbonneau, and his young Shoshone wife, Sacagawea, who had just given birth to their son. On November 7, 1805, the Corps of Discovery reached the mouth of the Columbia River and the Pacific Ocean. They were the first group of whites to reach that point from inland, rather than by boat from the ocean. They spent a difficult winter at a point along the southern shore of the Columbia before going back over their route the next spring. In all, Lewis and Clark made the overland journey from Missouri to the Pacific Ocean and back in just over 30 months, returning to St. Louis in September 1806. They documented new species of animals and plant life, sending many back to the east when they reached the Mandan village before the winter of 1804. They had left the United States territory and staked a claim to expand the holdings of the United States all the way to the Pacific Ocean at the same time. All of this while having only one death during the trip, that coming just 5 months in. Although the Corps of Discovery did not discover the Northwest Passage, primarily because it doesn't exist, their accomplishments were beyond what was expected of them and opened the door to further westward expansion by the United States.